Good evening, my name is Liz, and personally I'm always looking for a great adventure, which is why last spring I went on a 400-plus mile bike trip. And believe it or not, before that trip I had actually never been a cyclist, so I want to stress to you that anyone can do a trip like this, and all it takes is determination, stamina, and preparation. Today I want to talk about the preparation, and by the end of my talk you should have a good overview of what you need to do to prepare for a long-distance bike trip. First, you need to get a bike. This will be the single most important piece of equipment you will have with you, and it's of paramount importance that you get a bike of very high quality that is lightweight and also sturdy. And you will not find this kind of bike in a department store. So I highly recommend that you go to a bike shop where the staff will be able to walk you through the entire process and get the right bike for you that is also the right size. Now, how much is this bike going to cost? Well, you want to be willing to spend between $400 and $1,200 to get a really high quality bike. Now that you have your bike, the next decision you need to make is how you're going to attach your gear onto the frame of the bike. Now there are three options. They are the rear rack with panniers, the front rack with panniers, and the handlebar bag. Now the rear rack with panniers consists of a metal frame which provides a metal shelf above your rear wheel. And the panniers is just the bag that goes over top of that, and the bags are going to hang down on either side of the rear wheel. Now this is going to be your number one choice because it's the most stable location to be adding weight to the frame of your bike. Anything you put on the front will be attached to the rotating part of your handlebars, and so if you put weight on the front, it will make it less stable. So that brings us to the second option, the front rack with panniers. This option should only be considered if you're going on an especially long journey and you really need extra space that you can't fit on the back. The handlebar bag can be considered regardless of the length of your trip, and it's relatively small, can be in the front or on the far side of your handlebars, and I think it's convenient to put anything you want to access quickly. Next we're going to talk about what you need to bring with you. And I'm not going to go through a detailed list, packing list of things for you to bring because that information is readily available online. You can Google it or go to websites such as adventurecycling.org for lists, but I will share some tips from my personal experience that I hope will help. My biggest tip will be bring 2 pairs of shoes. When you're packing, it might seem like silly extra weight that you don't want, but when you get rained on and your feet are wet and cold and you don't have an extra pair of shoes, you're kind of stuck. And if the weather is cold, that can even be dangerous. Additionally, your clothing that you choose should be of lightweight synthetic materials rather than cotton so that they don't get heavy the way cotton does, and cotton doesn't dry easily, so materials such as the shirt I'm wearing today. Bicycle trips like this are very memorable experiences and very rewarding, so I hope that you will consider a long-distance bike trip for your next vacation now that you have an understanding of how to prepare for one. Thank you.